Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Georgetown Hoyas facing Villanova.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. We've got Hudson. Warren is out there with Price. And it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position. Here's Price. And it's Warren with the jam.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that. Boy, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
The feed to Beal. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Beal dishes to Taylor. And he gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Trice kicks to Price. Pass to Trice. Left side, Randolph. For three. Villanova grabs the miss.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Trice kicks to Price. And stolen by Miller. Shoots from 14. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
A nice shot by Hudson.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
It's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. Now Gaines. Over to the wing. And Foster kicks to Taylor. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
There's the pick. Right side, Wilson. Pass to Harkless. From beyond the arc, that's good. Harkless has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Taylor, he's in at center. Foster is out there with Jones. And it's Gaines in at the point guard position. And for Georgetown, we've got Hodges. And it's Felix in at the 3. To the inside. And now in transition, it's Gaines. Here we go. Harkless with the steal. Here's Felix. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off. Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
Cooper, he's checked in for Villanova. McAdoo comes in for Foster. And then for Georgetown, Nelson's checked in for Joseph. And it's Gonzalez in for Wilson. Harkless the pass to Felix. There's the dish to Harkless. Now the pass to Hodges. Shot from 16. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Harkless. Pass to Hodges. And the layup's good off the glass. Well, talking about the Wildcats and what you were mentioning, the improbable title run in 1985 was certainly the stuff of movies. They got hot, Greg, at the right time.
And they had to take down 2 #1 seeds and also 2 #2 seeds in their path to win it all. The biggest test being in the finals against the heavily favored Hoyas. It's the defining moment of that program.
Up top, Harkless. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Taylor against Gonzalez. Cooper kicks to McAdoo. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Gaines. And that's now 6 points for Freak. Georgetown trails by 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. They set the pick. Here's Harkless. To the right side. Hoyas moving the ball around. Hodges. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Villanova gets called for the foul. The Hoyas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Taylor in at center. Miller is out there with Bryant. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. And for Georgetown, they've got Price. Warren is out there with Hudson. And it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at 2 guard.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Taylor attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And some changes here for Villanova. Jones comes in for Miller. And Foster subbed in for Bryant. And Taylor drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Harkless dishes to Nelson. Fires from 18. That's good. Beal with it. He's got 6. He dishes it to Foster. Kicks it to Ilgauskas. Feeds it to Foster. It's Beal on the wing. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Now here's Beal, defended by Harkless. And there's the 3-second violation. Clarkson, he's checked in for Villanova. Georgetown trails by 6. Passes it to Wilson. He kicks it to Nelson. Dishes to Harkless. He feeds it to Hudson. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Taylor.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Morris checked in for Villanova. McAdoo comes in for Foster. And Georgetown also making a switch. Joseph's checked in. Here's the screen. Here's Felix. The feed now to Joseph. Down low. Here's Wilson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wilson's got his first points in this one.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Beal. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Beal. Taylor's got the lead, back up to 8 now for Villanova. Taylor's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. But pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Taylor, he's in at center. Clarkson is out there with McAdoo, and it's Beal in at the point.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
To the middle. And stolen by McAdoo. As break Villanova. Freak with the ball. Now here's Beal. They swipe it. And now the Hoyas on the break. Count it, and the Villanova lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Harkless.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, Papa. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
And with the game,
they can't guard us on the perimeter.
Like that is an igniter. That's where momentum can become.
Spacing.
5 seconds left in the second half of basketball. From deep. Off target with that shot. So it's Villanova picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing Villanova.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in a power forward position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Decker. No good on the 3. On defense, Wisconsin. Beal with it. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. And Beal kicks to Taylor. Drops in the layup for 2. Taylor's got his second bucket of the night.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And Beal kicks to Miller. Ilgauskas against Evans. Here's Taylor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Villanova shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for the Wildcats. Free.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Now, here is Hill. No good from outside. Now Gaines. The dish to Taylor. Jones, no one around him. Misses the 3. Here is Hawkins. Inside. Here's Wade. And that one's good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Here's what Villanova's going with right now. Cooper, he's checked in for Moore, and it's McAdoo in for Foster. Taylor, he's in at center. Cooper is out there with Jones, and it's Gaines in at the point guard position.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And for the Badgers, Fisher is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Walker in at the 4.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
So both teams changing it up here. And Taylor drops them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
There's the pick. Passes to Fisher. He dishes it to Decker. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. Rejected by Taylor. Miller dishes to McAdoo. Unloads from 13. Got a hand on it. In transition, here come the Badgers. Decker gets the bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
McAdoo, the pass to Beal. Left side, Taylor. No problem on the jumper in close. Taylor's got the lead back up to 4 now for Villanova.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
There's the pick. Fisher against Beal. On the wing, Evans lets it fly from 18. Villanova leading by 4. And there's the pass to Cooper. Buries the long-range jumper. Cooper's got his first 3 points of the game. And the Badgers with possession here. And here's Fisher. At the elbow, it's Decker. Pass to Fisher. Now here's Decker, covered by Miller. Decker kicks to Payton. Shot from 16, and that is good. Here's Beal. On the wing, Miller. That one rolling around and rims out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Villanova leads by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Taylor in at center. Bryant is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4-man position. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Hawkins kicks to Kaminsky. Fires for 3. That's good. Kaminsky's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's Ilgauskas missing. Wisconsin trails by 6. Kicks it to Decker. It's back to Hill, trying his luck deep, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
You got there late, but you do.
Taylor, he's in at center. Miller is out there with Bryant, and it's Beal in at the point. Bryant dishes to Taylor. Pass to Beal. Feeds it to Bryant. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Miller. 14 points for Freak.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And Beal kicks to Taylor. And Villanova tacks on 2 more.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Hawkins passes to Decker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Hawkins. Taylor's shot, good.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Wisconsin trails by 4. The Badgers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. .139 left here in the second half of the game. Rejected by Taylor. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Now it's a 6-point Villanova lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Villanova.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here is Hawkins. They set the pick. The feed to Evans. 1:10 left to play in the second half. Dishes it to Kaminsky. 6 to shoot. Kaminsky sets the pick for Hill. They get it back. Double clutches. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And that one misses. Now here's Beal. Taylor dishes to Bryant. He kicks to Miller. He feeds it to Beal. Passes it to Taylor. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Decker kicks to Evans. Taylor with the rebound. And so they foul intentionally. We've got 22 seconds left in this one. And now we've got the intentional foul. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And the Badgers with possession here.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Tim Moore.
Villanova picking up the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation, being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment. I mean, you look back on all the close calls along the way as the field gets whittled down round by round. I mean, they survived quite the gauntlet to get to this moment.
Indeed, a very special moment. And that's going to do it for us. I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a pleasure to be with you all season long.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody, Pete. You didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This is his life.
You're not listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Freak, you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak. But you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do.
You have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you, son.
Love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select
Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky.
With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select
D'Angelo Russell
from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select
Jahlil Okafor from Duke University.
With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select
Kristaps Porzingis
from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select
Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia.
With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select
Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky.
With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select
Emmanuel Mudiay
from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select
Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona.
With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Frank Kaminsky
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select
Justice Winslow
with the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Roderick Taylor from Villanova University.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette, my dude Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
Get her, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
So everybody, hope you broadcast so far. Sorry I haven't been talking. Just wanted everybody to see my game, and even though I had no views or comments, but you know, if you're looking at this right now, thanks. You know what I'm saying? This my dude right here, big guy now. Just see how well I can run with this guy, because you know, I feel like I desperately need some big guy to try to run with. So thank you for viewing this right here, and I'm about to get this a stop in about 1 more minute, okay? So appreciate it, guys, very much. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed everything you see. I'm about to go a little further with this guy. I have one other person he's a point guard though. I'll run with him later. Try to get him to win a championship, but we're gonna see what happens. But let me run 1 more minute with this guy, and then I'll holler at you guys next broadcast. And don't forget the bottom border down there. YouTube, Killer G2K, Dailymotion, RGT2700, and Twitch, G_Dominator Killer. Alright, don't forget it. Sub YouTube, follow those two. Alright, and we're getting near the end. So with that, soon as I do this right here, it's your boy, RGTNC_31JC. I'm done, kid. And peace till next time. Holla.